Long term, short term, no term. I'm not repeating what my ex girlfriend said to me the last time I saw her. I am repeating what Connor McDavid said to a media scrum in Edmonton on Friday. The Oilers superstar is entering his final season of his contract, and he's a UFA after this season. They've not gotten a deal done this summer. I would say negotiations have not gone exactly swimmingly. And you might be wondering why I'm sitting here with a tinfoil hat on and in the biggest chair you've ever seen in your life, dangling my feet. You can't even tell, but I'm dangling my feet right now because I can't even touch the floor. This chair is so big. It's not important. I don't know why I'm talking about the chair. The chair is not important. I am going to make my case for Connor McDavid to the Chicago Blackhawks. That might seem insane to you, but it's really not. He's made it very clear now over the summer that anything is on the table, including walking for nothing. And now, as someone who covers the sport, I would absolutely love that. I won't lie. I would love for Connor McDavid to walk. And it's not even some spiteful thing for Edmonton. I don't really have any passionate hatred towards Edmonton or anything like that. I just think that it would be absolutely bananas and unprecedented for the sport. It would be like LeBron taking his talents to South Beach. It would be that big. And look, right when McDavid said short term, long term, no term, of course, everybody on hockey Twitter, the social media world covering the NHL went absolutely crazy, suggesting, oh, he should go to Vegas. He should go to Toronto. It's obviously Toronto. Go back to Toronto. Maybe a Carolina or a Dallas. People, of course, throwing around these teams who have actually been in contention for the past few years. But I say hold the phone. I say hold the phone. I think I really do believe that Connor McDavid to Chicago Blackhawks could be a real possibility. And the reasons for that are as follows. The reason why Connor McDavid might walk from this Edmonton team is if you're talking with your agent and you're looking at the Edmonton books, you're looking at the Draisaitl contract, you're looking at the Nurse contract, you're looking at the Bouchard contract, and then you got to also pencil in probably north of $16 million AAV for the next however many years for Connor McDavid. If you take a look at those books with all those massive contracts, you start scratching your head and thinking, how are we going to sign true depth? How are we going to have more reliable defensemen? How are we going to sign a true number one goaltender? And the reality is you're probably not going to be able to. I know that the cap's rising, but so are the contracts, right? The cap is... in a sense, it is rising, but in a sense, it is still slightly relative. You might look at that as if you're Connor McDavid and think to yourself, how is this going to happen? How am I going to beat this team, the Florida Panthers, who have now defeated me in the Cup Finals 2 years in a row? How is he going to look at the team in Edmonton and then look at that team in Florida and think, yeah, you know what, we're going to beat these guys? He might not. He might not think that they have a chance. And if that's where his head's at, and look, I don't know how familiar you are with this Connor McDavid cat, but he doesn't really care about anything else other than winning, right? I mean, this guy is, in my opinion, every head will bow, every tongue will confess. Connor McDavid's the most talented hockey player to ever play the game. I think he's the best player ever already. But he's not the greatest. He's not the greatest because he has not won a single Stanley Cup. It's been, 9-10 seasons? No cup. Trust me, this guy definitely cares about his legacy, and he might look at this Edmonton situation with the contracts they have already and the organization's lack of urgency to sign a true number one goaltender. I know him and Stuart Skinner are boys or whatever, but I mean, he might look, Stan Bowman at the helm? Wow, this guy's never torn down a dynasty before. This guy's never destroyed a great team before. Stan Bowman's never done that. Stan Bowman's never crushed the dreams of a city. Stan Bowman's never ruined the prime of superstars at an amazing franchise before. Stan Bowman's never done that, right? Right? Oh no, he fucking has with the Chicago Blackhawks. Now look, McDavid to Chicago, I'm not saying this for no reason, okay? We already know he likes to play in Chicago. Roll the tape.
I like playing in Chicago. Fun city. The crowd's always into it. They got a lot of history in that building, so it's always fun to play.
So you know he likes to play in Chicago, and now you know what else Chicago has? hundreds of millions of dollars in cap space for the next few years. I mean, seriously, you look at the teams like Dallas in Toronto or Vegas or Carolina, whatever team you want to say that, oh, McDavid, he wants to win, so he's going to go there. They don't have the cap space as some of these bottom feeder teams like the San Jose Sharks, like the Anaheim Ducks, like the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, if he says he wants to win and then goes to the Blackhawks, that makes no sense. Yes, but. Okay, the Chicago Blackhawks rebuild hasn't been going exactly swimmingly, I will admit, but they've certainly developed quite the prospect pool. There's a ton of young kids coming up, a lot of promising young talent that are all on entry deals or going to be entering short-term bridge deals for a few $1,000,000. The Blackhawks have a lot of cap space, and if the Blackhawks were to sign Connor McDavid for north of $16 million, I mean, in 2026, 2027, their projected cap space is like $90 million. They're going to have a lot to play with. If Connor McDavid comes to the Chicago Blackhawks for the 26-27 season, he takes that team to the Stanley Cup playoffs. I don't know if this is like shocking news. I know the Blackhawks are far from contention, but if they were to get Connor McDavid, they wouldn't be far from contention. There's not a single team in the league that could pick up 97 and be far from contention. It's just how it works. Connor McDavid is that good. I really do believe next year, if the Blackhawks were to get Connor McDavid, they would make the playoffs. So you get Connor McDavid. You also get Gavin McKenna in the draft. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the Blackhawks McKenna this year? They win the draft lotto. They get McKenna. McDavid walks, signed to the Blackhawks. Everyone loses their minds. Dynasty number 2. Blackhawks win 5 of the next 7. Oh, my tinfoil hat. Sorry. I need to check my drawers after thinking about that. Sorry. Let me lock back in here. Okay. Tinfoil hat, still in shape. Look, you get Gavin McKenna, and you win the draft lottery, get Gavin McKenna. Connor McDavid walks. Already know he likes to play in Chicago. Signs in Chicago. He believes in Kyle Davidson. Kyle Davidson does his nifty little thing under the table. He gets him to come here. We build around him. Stanley Cups. Who says no? I'm telling Connor McDavid is not going to go to one of these contenders. How are any of these contenders going to be able to afford Connor McDavid unless he's going to go on his Kevin Durant shit and signed a 1 or 2 year deal just to get a Mickey Mouse chip with other superstars? If Connor McDavid cares about his legacy, he should go to a team like Chicago, a storied franchise, and be the guy. Like, what is he going to do? Join Austin Matthews on the Leafs? That's so corny, man. No. It wouldn't even be able to happen. Connor McDavid to the Chicago Blackhawks actually makes real sense. Start tweeting about it. Just know I was on this first. All right. I want to be out there. I want to get this message out there before it happens, because to me it makes sense. He's got to go to a team that's going to have cap flexibility. If he's leaving the Edmonton Oilers, it's not because he doesn't like the city of Edmonton. It's not because he doesn't like playing with Leon Draisaitl. It's not because he wants a change of scenery. It's because of the cap situation. And everybody's acting like it's something else. Everybody's acting like, oh, Connor McDavid wants to leave because Edmonton sucks. Stan Bowman, blah blah blah. No, Connor McDavid looks at the cap situation in Edmonton, scratches his head, and wonders how the fuck is he gonna beat the Florida Panthers. That's what Connor McDavid's doing. Come to Chicago. The whole team can be built around him. He can play with Connor Bedard. Oh gosh, just imagine it. Book it. I think it's going to happen. Connor McDavid to the Chicago Blackhawks. You heard it here first. Spread it around. Start talking about it. Please spread the propaganda. McDavid to Chicago. Make it happen. That's all I got for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like, and let me know what you think about this big chair. More stuff in the big chair. I actually don't know how to show you guys how big this chair is. It's I would describe it as troublingly large. I would describe this chair as shockingly large. Every time I walk into this room and see it, I start laughing because it's unbelievably large. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Like, subscribe. Peace.